Okay, you guys, I know I'm looking hurt right now, but today's video, yes, I'm in my pajamas too. Sponsored by Adore Me. Actually, not sponsored at all. My aunt got me these for Christmas, and I love them. They're so comfy. So today we're just gonna do a little chit chat, get ready with me, because I have to film a Boohoo haul. So I was like, why not just film me getting ready to film another video, right? Sorry, I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi. Drinking a Diet Pepsi, so I'm burping a lot. But Diet Pepsi reigns supreme over Diet Coke. I said it at me. So I actually have like a bunch of new products to try. Not necessarily new to the market, but new to me. Some of them are new to the market. Chin, still chapped. There's a hot Cheeto on my chin. That is a hot Cheeto crumb. I almost ate it. That's gross. So yeah, I'm just gonna get ready. I've got some story times. Not really, I have one story time that do pertain to the products that we're going to get into. But yeah, hi, how are you? Love doing chit chat, get ready with me because I can just, I don't know, I feel like my personality comes through the best. I have no reason to like be hyper, but I have. So yeah. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna tell you like anything I'm using. Actually, am I? I don't know, I might. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I got invited to go get a facial with Charlotte Tilbury. They invited me to their counter at Bloomingdale's, but obviously like you don't get the facial at the counter. It's like a private room in the back, which I thought was really cool. I didn't know they like had that at Bloomingdale's. Also, I don't go to Bloomingdale's, so I don't know anything about them. Also, I had never tried Charlotte Tilbury before, so I was excited. So I go and they give me my facial, and when I get there, the girl's like, oh, well, she's gonna have to take all your makeup off. And of course, like an idiot, I did a full fucking face to go get a facial. I don't know. Showing up to any kind of event without makeup on is like weird to me. So I was like, you know what, let me just do like a light beat. It definitely wasn't a light beat, but so I do my light beat. And she's like, okay, well, she's gonna have to take your makeup off for the facial, but if you want, after, we can get one of the artists to like give you full glam, little touch-ups, whatever you want. I was like, sure, like, fuck it, why not? Mind you, I've never gotten my makeup done by anybody. The last time I got my makeup done by somebody was my 8th grade prom at the Lancome counter in Macy's Herald Square. So I've never really had my makeup done by anybody because I always do it myself. Like, perks of being a makeup artist, you never need to pay a makeup artist, you know? I was like, hell yeah, like, this will be fun. And like, Charlotte Tilbury does great makeup. I love her work. So I was like, anybody that works for her is probably lit. So I got my facial. It was wonderful. I felt brand new after. Yeah, it was great. Like, all the products that they used on me was amazing. My skin felt good after. My chin was still chapped, but that is not their fault. Then after, I sit down and the makeup artist comes over. He's like, what kind of look do you want? So I go over and I like pick, because they have like signature looks, Charlotte Tilbury. I picked the Sophisticate because the girl in that picture looked bomb. I'll try to insert a picture of it here because this is what I expect it to look like. So yeah, I sit down, this guy, the guy that, like the artist that was doing my makeup, he hadn't seen me before. So he doesn't know, like he's literally never seen me with makeup because he just met me and I don't have makeup on. So he doesn't know what my preferences are, how I like my makeup, nothing. He knows literally nothing about me. So he pulls his products, he gets to work, we're having fun, good conversations the whole time. And like the whole time he's doing my makeup, I'm like, you know how like sometimes you can just like feel, you can like feel when something is wrong? He's doing my makeup and I'm like, I don't know, it's like, it just doesn't feel like there's enough makeup on me. It doesn't feel like it's going in the right places. Like, nothing feels right about this, but I've also never had anybody else do my makeup, so maybe I'm just not used to like other people touching my face. Maybe. And then I also was like, I don't want to critique him. I want him to just do his thing. He had like on the vanity that I was sitting at, he had like all the products like set up. So I took a little Instagram snapshot, put it on my story and was like getting my makeup professionally done for the first time and like posted that to my Instagram story. Big mistake, actually. Hold on, I'm gonna concentrate and do my eyebrow and then we'll be back. So I didn't want to see or critique him. I just wanted him to do his thing and then me be like surprised at the end. Because I really, you know, I had faith in the guy. He was a lead makeup artist. Like his tag, his little name thing, I don't remember his name. Not that I was gonna say his name anyway because I don't want to call the guy out. He's probably... Anyway, I go ahead and, you know, let him do his thing. He's the lead makeup artist. He works for the company. He knows what he's doing. So we're having great conversations all the time. I tell him I'm a makeup artist too. Like we're chatting it up. We're kikiing. We're having a good old time. He was actually like a really good dude. And I feel bad, honestly, that I'm even telling the story because he was really nice. But It was funny, so I'm gonna tell the story. Fuck it. And mind you, like the PR girl from Charlotte Tilbury, she keeps coming over. She's like, oh my God, I love it. It looks so good. Oh my God. And I'm like, yes. She's hyping me up. I'm like, yes, this is lit. Like, it was a Friday. I had something to go to later. I was like, oh, nice. I don't have to do my makeup over because they're gonna do it. It's super lit. Like, I'm already done. Like, having a glam squad is so much fun. So she's hyping me up. He's doing my makeup. We're talking about skincare. We're talking about all this different stuff. We're talking about how it is to be a makeup artist, how it is to be an influencer. And honestly, like, now that I think about it, I should have known by his brows. I just should have known by his brows. Not that they were bad, but they were very specific. And people would say the same about me. But I don't do my brows, like I don't do this style of brow on clients. Like I take a much more natural approach when I do other people's makeup with brows because I know that brows are personal. And people kind of freak out if they have brows that are much different than their own. So I've learned as a makeup artist that you just, you know, you kind of chill on the brows. So I should have known by his brows that something was off. So this is the eyeshadow palette he used on me. I'm going to use it today. So basically after I got my makeup done, the girl was like, oh yeah, like he's going to tell me what he used and we're going to send you everything so you can have it at home. I was like, oh, lit, because Charlotte Tilbury is fucking expensive and I've never owned anything from them because of how expensive they are. So I was like, oh, it's lit, super lit. This is the palette he used on me. Does it look a little different than my usual? Yeah, it's cool toned. So we're done with the makeup. It took about maybe like 30 minutes or so. I can't remember, which honestly for a full glam doesn't take 30 minutes. I don't care. I don't care who you ask. 30 minutes is not enough for full glam. Like not for my definition of full glam at all. So I look in the mirror. Oh my God, I love it. Bitch. And at this point, like, it's makeup, you can wash it off. I don't really care. So I'm like, oh my God, I love it. And I don't want to hurt his feelings because we just had a grand old time kikiing, chatting it up. Like, he was a really nice guy. And like, they invited me to get my makeup done or like for the facial. I don't want to like be mean. So I'm like, oh my God, I love it. When I have clients, usually like I'll let them see it at the end and I give them, I'm like, anything you want me to change, like, that's their opportunity. If they don't like anything, tell me honestly. And I'd rather you tell me honestly because I don't want anybody walking out of my chair the way I walked out of this chair, which is my own fault. I should have been honest. Actually, no, he didn't really leave me the opportunity to be honest because he just like stood there silently. And so I was like, oh my God, I love it. So cute. My brows were like, I don't know. It was like he took a fucking brown eyeliner and just like did that. I guess now is the part where I put up the picture, the only selfie I have in this makeup. So here you go. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side. This is what I looked like, and this is what the picture told me I was gonna look like at the end. I know I'm not a model. I know that for a fact. I'm definitely not this level of model, but I've got a face for makeup. I've definitely got a face for makeup. I know that if you glam me up the right way, your bitch is looking snap. I can kill a look. So that right there. So I leave bluing down. Like I walk out of there like cracking up like at myself. Like I'm literally like, I walk out like, you would think that I loved it because I walked out fucking smiling because I'm cracking up internally and like a little bit externally. So immediately, of course, I FaceTime my mom. Mom, how do I look? And she looks at me and she goes, why do you look middle-aged? My mom, she said, why do you look older than me? I was like, right? I'm not the only one that sees this, right? Oh, also I forgot. My second mistake was, I actually don't think he did though. He was like, yeah, what's your Instagram? I'll follow you on Instagram. I was like, oh, lit. This was before I saw my makeup, by the way. And he took down my Instagram, but I don't think he ever followed me. Yeah, so my mom said I looked middle-aged. She wasn't wrong. And by the way, like, my mom said that too. She was like, why didn't you, like, wipe it off? I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm just getting on the train to go home. Like, it's makeup. Like, this, actually, I don't know. I'm trying to say, I was going to say this is worse than that, but I would have preferred to have no makeup on than that makeup on. I felt so bad because I obviously posted on Instagram, like, getting my makeup done. And I was like, oh, God. Luckily, I'm a flop on Instagram. Because nobody DM'd me and was like, what's the finished product? Like, nobody asked for the after picture. Nobody asked for it. So thank God I'm not lit on Instagram. Because that would have been super embarrassing. And I know, like, obviously, when a brand invites you to something, they're kind of like, you know, they're scoping out your social media, at least for that day, you know, just in case you're mentioning them. Well, you're supposed to be mentioning them. And I felt bad because they invited me to do that facial, but then the facialist was like, I was like, oh, do you mind if I take pictures, like record a little? She was like, no, I really, I don't like my hands. And I was like, I guess they can't fault me then, because I tried. I asked her, and she was like, maybe you can take a picture like when you have the mask on. And I did, and it was horrible. But she really didn't want to be recorded, so I was like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, that was my makeup artist horror story. And afterward, I was like, I guess I'm doing my makeup for my wedding, my children's wedding, I'm doing my own makeup for my funeral, because I have trust issues now. I do actually really like these products though, so it wasn't the products. It was not the products. They're actually really good. So last week we went to Atlanta. We were there for the Super Bowl. Meech works with like a sports management and entertainment company. So his job was going for the Super Bowl because a lot of their clients had stuff going on. Because of that, all of his clients have people that need glam. So I went to be the glam. I was the glam squad. And luckily enough, his boss was kind enough to let me just crash in his hotel room. So I just had to pay for my flight there, and I got to make a bunch of money doing makeup for the week. So that was really cool. I got to go to a bunch of cool events. We were at dinner one night with his company, and fucking David Spade walked into the dinner. I was like, Joe Dirt is here. Joe fucking Dirt is here. I was like 4 drinks in, and I was like, okay, Ashley, keep your fucking cool, because you can't fangirl over Joe Dirt. Like, what if David Spade thinks that was his worst movie ever, and you embarrass him in front of all these people? Like, keep your fucking cool. I didn't even say hi to him. I was just like, I'm gonna stay right here, because if I say too much, I'm gonna fuck everything up. So our fish, I don't know if I've told you guys about our fish, but we have a gourami, I think it's called. It's like a bigger fish. And then we had 6 neon tetras, and then we had 2 snails. So total we had 9. The gourami's name is Lil Jon. The tetras are the East Side Boys, and the snails are the Yin Yang twins. Right, cute. But unfortunately, both snails died. Don't know how. Both snails are dead. We thought they were just, you know, snails are slow. They go in their shell a lot. We thought they were just, you know, in their shell chilling for a while. They weren't. They were dead. There was like mold growing on them. We were like, oh, I think that means they're dead. And before the snails were even gone, we realized that one day I was feeding the fish, and I was like, there's only 5 tetras here. Where is the 6th? Never found it. Like, literally, we cleaned the tank one day, nowhere to be found. And then we were looking at the tank one day, and we were like, okay, there's 4 tetras now. What's that little white thing in the back of the tank? It was a fish skeleton. So basically, the tetras were dying, and their brothers were eating them once they were dead. I'm not going to say they're cannibals. They're just, you know, foragers. Another one of them, it was like growing like a white, like the tetra had like a tumor on it. So we Googled, and it was basically like, it's sick, but there's really nothing you can do for it. So kill it, because it'll make all your other fish sick, and they'll all die if you don't just sacrifice one. So we had to get rid of that tetra. So then we were down to 3 tetras and a gourami. And we're like, oh, let's go get some more fish, because like we got this big old tank. We might as well. So we went to PetSmart, and we got 2 loaches. And loaches are like, they're like bottom feeders. I don't know if that's the word for it, but they like stay on the bottom of the tank and like eat all the extra food that falls to the floor. They're like, you know, they're supposed to be like easy to take care of and all that. Girl at PetSmart knew what fish we had. She said it was all good, so we got those. And then we got home, we put them in the tank, and the next morning, one of them's dead. We get it out of the tank, but to do so, we had to like move shit around. And when we moved shit around, we kind of like freaked the other one out. So then the next morning we woke up and the other one was dead. So we're still back to 3 tetras and a gourami. And honestly, like, I never thought I would care about fish this much. But I also, like, I'm tired of caring. They don't even love you back. I got 99 problems, and they're all fish. I got fish use. I hate myself. Oh my god, you guys. Like, I literally never lose anything. I never lose my keys, my wallet, like, phone. I always got, like, everything. But I flew alone to Atlanta because Meech flew in the day before me. And I've never flown alone before, so I wasn't freaked out or anything, because, you know, I'm a grown-ass woman. But apparently I need supervision, because I forgot my ID on the fucking plane. My only ID, which means if I didn't get that back, if that was lost, I was stuck in Atlanta forever. Like, there was no coming home. And I only realized because I checked into the hotel, but Meech was out when I got there. So I had to check in and be like, oh, my boyfriend's already here, but like, my name's on the reservation, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, do you have an ID? And I was like, no. I thought I did. I like literally in the lobby of this fancy hotel cleared out my entire purse, and I was like, oh shit. shit. She was like, do you have a credit card? I was like, I've got tons of those. You want to see? She was like, yeah, give me 3 with like the same name on them just so I can confirm. I was like, here's 7. Then I got up to the hotel room and I was freaking out, looking through my luggage, looking through everything. Couldn't find it. So I called the airport, like the baggage claim for the airline I was on. And bless their souls, they found it. I don't know how it got lost. It must have fallen out of my pocket. But like, why was it even in my pocket, not my wallet? I'm just... Thank God. Thank God. And then my cousin, I have family that lives in Atlanta, and my cousin lives near the airport, and she was going to come pick me up so we could hang out. She was like, ask them if it's okay. I'll go pick it up for you and then come get you. And I was like, oh shit, this is perfect. But also, I'm an idiot. But yeah, I really love Atlanta. It was like good city. Not was, it still is. So yeah, my cousin that lives there, she's my age, 26, and that bitch owns a house already. She owns a house. You might be 26 watching this and like, yeah, bitch, I own a house too, but like, that's unheard of here in New York. Really makes you think, like, is New York even worth it? Not really. Forgot to mention in that story time, this shade match, I know I'm really fair, but like, if you match me to my actual face color, I look like a goddamn ghost. I should have checked, man. I should have gave him some guidance, some like, I like my foundation like 2 shades darker, but I don't know. Oh my god, I almost just wiped my whole eye off. Okay, because this is too light, but I still want to use it, I'm going to mix it with some of my Superstay. Also, yesterday, me and Christine got to go to this event for Atelier Cologne, the perfume brand. That was a lot of fun. So Christine found like their Instagram contest, and she wanted to go because she's into fragrance. Well, more into fragrance than I am. She works in fragrance. So she really wanted to go. So basically the contest was like, tag your friend. And so she tagged me in it, and then to enter, I tagged her in it so that, you know, she had a double chance of winning, and I ended up winning. And I went on the post yesterday to get some more details about it before I headed out. Somebody commented on the post and was like, of course an influencer won. I was like, wow, your butt hurt. But also, I mean, it could have been true. Like, but yeah, before the event, I went and got 2 samples of the new Hourglass foundation at Sephora because it was on the way from like the walk from the train to the event, and I was waiting on Christine, so I just popped in there real quick and got some samples because $60. I don't know. I gotta test that shit out first. I want to do a full apartment tour soon because we just have like a few more things to hang up, and then we're basically like done with the place, like decorating wise. I also kind of want to do some things in this room because like I put everything in it, but I didn't really like decorate it, you know, like it has all the stuff I need in here, but I didn't like make it my own or like take the time to really like jazz it up and make it cute. I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Also, Meech keeps yelling at me because I keep like, oh, my purses are taking up so much of the coat closet in the front. So I have to figure out some way to store my purses that they can go that they can go in here. I like decor and then I hate it at the same time. It just overwhelms me. I'm so into astrology lately. Like everybody I meet, I'm like, can I do your birth chart? What time were you born? But it's like so spot on. Like Meech is such an Aries. Like such an Aries. And I realized Raquel, you guys know Raquel, my best friend. She is Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. That bitch is straight up fucking Capricorn. And I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense because Capricorns are like, they're very honest, they're kind of judgmental, they're very like by the books, and that's like so Raquel. There's no other sides to her, you know? Like she's like, what you see is what you get with Raquel. Like once you meet her, there's no like hidden secrets. She tells you exactly how she feels, and that's just like it. And that makes so much sense. And I realized that me and my mom are so similar because she is a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, and also her Mercury is in Sagittarius. If you're not into astrology, you're probably like, you sound like a fucking crazy person, Ashley. But I still like know nothing about Pisces. I know nothing about Leos really. I know they're emotional. There are a few signs that I like really know nothing about because I don't really like know anybody that are those signs. So I still have to do some more research. But you know, us Sagittariuses, we read 2 Wikipedia articles on anything. We're an expert, so. And if you're wondering, I am a Sagittarius sun with a Taurus moon and a Virgo rising. And I was reading up on my birth chart the other day. Basically, your rising sign is like how you come off to other people. And I was like, that makes so much sense because people really think I have my shit together. And I gotta tell you, bitch, that's not the case. My Virgo rising, it's how I project to other people. I really project like I have my shit together. So that's good. I love that for me. Leave your signs down below. Oh wow, this really doesn't match. Yeah, I'll do a little rundown on you. I'll tell you if we would be friends or not. Because I am not supposed to really fuck with Cancers, but my birth chart says that I strangely will. And that's true. Chelsea's a Cancer. And also the fact that me and Meech are so perfect together makes sense because our signs just work perfectly together. And Meech, I'm pretty sure Meech is a Cancer moon, which makes sense because him and Chelsea are very similar. I heard that like horoscopes are like bullshit. Like the ones you get on like apps and stuff, they're like kind of bullshit and like nobody takes them seriously. But then sometimes they're like mad accurate, but I don't like live by them. I just kind of read them for fun. So I have the tall Alex 9 drawers, and they're basically just like, well, they were just like junk drawers for me. It was just like all of the shit I didn't have a place for, I would just dump in there with no organization whatsoever. And Meech being an Aries really pisses him off. He's like, you don't need any of that shit. I'm like, actually, I need all of it. It's just not in the right place. Because it is like, it's like stuff for my kit, like electronic stuff. Like it's not all junk. A lot of it was junk. So the other day when I cleaned this room, because it was a hot old mess. When I cleaned this room, I actually cleaned out those drawers, and now they have like a perfect organization system, and I feel really accomplished. So remember I told you guys, I think I told you like once or twice, that I filmed 2 videos and they were on my hard drive, but then my hard drive fried. So the 2 videos on there, one of them was a makeup tutorial and the other was a spur of the moment, very emotional video about my accident. And it's really, really, really pissing me off that I can't get that because like, I don't think that was like such a hard video to film, and I only did it, I explained in the video why I did it. Like it was a very specific thing, and it was a very like in the moment surge of like, I need to get this off my chest kind of thing. And like, that's literally never going to happen again. And I don't want it to ever happen again because I feel like now if I ever record that video, it's going to be like not as authentic and not like, it's not going to be the way I wanted it to be. Actually, I didn't have a way I wanted it to be, but it was just like, it ended up so perfectly and it was so therapeutic for me and it was so like raw and real that I don't want to upload a video about my accident that isn't that one. So I don't fucking know what to do. Anybody that can help me out for a lot cheaper than what they quoted me in Atlanta, because they told me it was going to be $700 to $1,100 to fix, then please, please, please help me. Okay, on the front of weight loss, I've definitely fallen off, but I'm really trying to get back into it. In Atlanta, I actually did work out twice at the hotel gym, which they weren't very good workouts because I don't know, I just wasn't in my element. Like, I don't know, I didn't really like the hotel gym. It was like nice and fancy, but like it wasn't equipment I was used to, and like their elliptical was like weird. I didn't like their elliptical basically, so cardio was a no for me. And then their machine, like people were just lollygagging. It just wasn't a good look. So then we got back and I was mad fucking tired, so I didn't work out for a few days, but we bike. So starting Monday, me and Meech are back on 6 a.m. wake up calls, gym every morning. Like we're back at it because we're trying to go on a tropical vacation in a few months. And your bitch is trying to be a Fashion Nova model on the beach, you know? Like I'm really trying to get there. Look out for me and my snatched waist on a tropical beach soon enough. But I did start doing apple cider vinegar again, and I have to tell you, that shit works. Like, I'm not gonna say it works like to help you lose weight, because you still have to do all the things that you need to do to lose weight. Like, you still have to like eat healthy and like work out and stuff like that. You can't give that up because then the apple cider vinegar won't really work. But I will say that shit clears you out. Like, if you've got some constipation problems, if you've got like a lot of belly bloat because there's a lot of shit in there, I feel like that's what it really does. It just cleans your system out, and your stomach obviously looks flatter because there's nothing in there. But I love it. And I feel like it gives me more energy. I don't know. I just really like it. It is gross, but you kind of get used to it. I just add some honey and lemon, and I use warm water, not cold water. It like warm water is so much easier to go down for some reason. Like you can just chug it. When it's cold, it's like, ugh, I don't know. It like makes it taste worse. When I was in Atlanta, I wore lashes every day and I loved it. So I'm just like a lash every day kind of girl now. I fuck with it. Honestly, it just makes me feel a lot prettier and more put together. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I did an at-home workout that I found on YouTube yesterday. I'm so sore. Like, I can do the machines in the gym for so long and I'm never sore. I do one like body weight workout and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. So what's that about? Can anybody tell me? You ever get the urge to like just get lip fillers? I've been having that urge lately. I'm not gonna do it because like money, but I have been having that urge. Like, I got a new chair. Can you tell? I'm not going down. And I ordered it on Wayfair, and it was supposed to be like mauve-y pink. This shit is definitely lavender purple, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, you guys, that's basically it. I would do my hair, but I don't want to. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat. Get ready with me. Subscribe if you want. That's always a fun thing to do. Love y'all. Mean it. Yeah, basically just wanted to get on here and chat with you guys while I did my makeup. Had some story times to tell you. Had some good juicy gossip. Really just that time that I ended up looking like a middle-aged woman. Just needed to tell you guys about it. Everything I used will be linked down below for you guys to purchase with my affiliate links. Thank you so much for letting me eat. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.